it can clearly, sound can come, you can take it. It's a very interesting topic today. Okay, Mahadeva. Just relax and please close your eyes. Please chant Om 3 times, please. Very nice to see you after 1 week. You see, when I was in Orissa and I was giving certain classes to the young school children, as well as some people there, some very wonderful points we discussed. And I thought, I shall share with you and everybody. And this is something so beautiful that how each one of us, not only the human beings, but everything in this universe is absolutely beautiful. What shall I say? Something incomparable. Everybody is wonderful. In everything there is a touch of infinity, absolute immortality. Like somebody said very nicely, when you look at the moon, you remember or see the beauty of the creation. When you look at the sun, you see the power of the universe. How much energy the sun has got. And when you look at a mirror, you see the best of the creation in the universe. Yourself. Is it really true that I am the best? Think of it, friends. Something very, very clearly you must understand, that when I look at the mirror, do I really see something the best in the universe? You may not be thinking like that. We are looking at your body, you may say, oh, I am so old, so dilapidated, so ugly, so thin, so lean. No, look at the cover. As they say, the book is never judged by the cover. What is inside it is very, very important. So don't look at the cover, look at your body and you say, oh, I'm so stupid. No, you are the best. Really? We shall see that, friends, today. Okay? I am going to go into the blackboard right away. And we shall see bit by bit how each one of us is absolutely amazing. Okay? I hope the sound is very good, huh? Right. You can see the...
Yes.
Can you see the board?
Yes.
Or you want to make it... Okay, it's all right. The reflection is not there clear. Okay. You see, first thing first, none of us here, eldest amongst here is maybe 85, 90 years old. 90 years before, none of us were here. 90 years after, forget it. None of us will be there. But a creation was existing, is existing, and shall continue to exist. See that. The whole Srishti, the creation, was existing, is existing, will continue to exist. Maybe one star will collapse, one planet will disappear, but the universe as such was there, is there, will be there. By itself, does the creation feel great about itself? The sun, the moon, the stars, they do not feel great about themselves. So, as usual, look at the creation. Okay? Just please see that. Very beautiful. So here are the stars. Now here is the sun, as usual, and the moon. Okay? Now here are the mountains, the birds, the river, and the trees, the water, and the earth. Okay? So this is the whole creation. Are you getting that point, please? Please see that. Like a child, I was talking to my school students and they just reveled in it. This is there. Now friends, does the sun feel great? Does the mountain feel, do the mountains feel great? Trees, animals, birds? They can't. Neither you are there to feel great. You are also not there until the day when a person is born. And that person should be who? You. Let the humanity also be there. It makes no difference to you if you are not there. Please see that point. Very, very simple. Let the humanity be there. But if you are not there, it means nothing. Why people are frightened, afraid of death? Because everybody will be there, I will not be there. So let the creation be there, how does it matter if I am not there? So this physical body, understand, that your body is there, that makes it very, very important. Okay? Now, one thing about this body is, the creation is beginningless, endless. But this body has a beginning. Are you getting that? The creation is beginningless, endless. You can never find the beginning of the universe, either in time or in space. For you to answer, when did the creation begin? The question is, when means what time? You can't say million years ago, because you can't answer the beginning of time in time. Nor can you say, where did it begin? Because you cannot answer the beginning of the space in space. That is why time-space things, you cannot just, how much you may try the beginning of it, you can never find out. That is why Upanishads will declare that creation thing we shall see some other time. It will be fantastic, because there is nothing called a creation. Everything is beautiful, we shall see today. So here, but your body has a beginning. And your body also one day will end. So, with the birth of the body, listen carefully, with the birth of the body, one invitation is put inside your body. What is that invitation? That one day you shall depart. Your end journey is marked. One day you have to go. And suppose whoever it is, the Lord Death or God, Great God or whatever XYZ, I am making up a story. Suppose it tells you, you are allowed to bring the best thing when you pass. when your physical body comes to an end in this universe, you can bring with you whatever you consider very nice and yours. Please bring it. So it so happened a person his body was going to die. And he wanted to pack up something. That is why they are putting pyramid under which, and all these people bury with the things also, because later other world they may need it. Just think of it. So he wanted to pack. When he wanted to pack, of course, the person who has given you the entry ticket and the exit, he is looking at it. These are all silly stories, friends. I make it up. Silly stories. Do you know why? Into this universe, there is nothing called entry. Do you enter into this universe or you come out of this universe? Think, friends. Nobody ever enters into the universe. Like an iceberg doesn't enter into water. It comes out of water. Iceberg doesn't exit water. It melts away in the water. There is no entry point to this universe. Are you getting that point, sir? Entry point from what to where? Just see. Your body has come without your choice. When the body was made, nobody consulted you. You want a man's body, woman's body, transgender body, animal body, nobody consulted. It comes. The body is there. So there is no entry point. It comes out of this creation. And there is no exit. You can't get away from this totality. It has to merge, melt away, fade away, disintegrate into the whole universe. Are you getting that point, please? So, anyway, let us say this, our hero, he is very, very important. Why? Please. Only when not the humanity is there, only when you are there, the whole universe is meaningful. Don't think in terms of when the humanity is there, who cares for humanity? If you are not there, it is useless. When you are not there, this whole creation is meaningless. So you better understand how important you are. You are means this is your body. Now, so suppose this body is exiting, just to come to the story, you have to pack up something which you like. Okay? And it must be also yours. Now please tell me, suppose you want to pack up some gold, some diamond, something from this world, what will the person who is asking you to come with things, he shall ask, no, that's not yours. Why? The whole thing was existing when you were not there. Are you getting that point? The whole universe was existing when you were not there. So you own something, or the universe owned your body for some time. Think, friends. You never own anything. Universe accommodated your body for some time. Just think of it. So don't pack it. You can't take it. It belongs to the earth. Only pack something which is yours. Then you say, oh, shall I take my body with me? You can't. Because that body is not yours. Listen carefully. It never belongs to you. It belongs to the creation. The space, air, fire, water, earth that has gone into this belongs to the creation. It is not even yours. What is the question of telling it is me? It is not even yours. How can you say it is me? Naham deha. Body I am not. The body doesn't say it belongs to somebody. Does the body feel that it belongs to somebody? No. So you cannot take your body because it's not yours. Then you thought, I shall take my wife, my children, my friends. They were found in the path of life. While traveling, they came across Runanubandha Rupena Pati Patni Sudadaya Runakshay Kshayam Yanti Tatraka Paridevana. Like the dates, they come on the way as though to pay their debts. Once that is given up, each one disappears from around you. At one time, you too walk away. You can't say they are yours. They are only, you met them on the path of life. Then somebody says, okay, can I take my memory? Memory is not yours. The memory belongs to, please understand, the memory, where the memory doesn't belong to, it is not yours. You did not create, listen carefully, you did not create. It got created. You can't see and not have an impression of the sight. You cannot touch, if you can't hear, you can't have the impression of the sound. Every memory that was collected from the universe, through the body, through the sense organs. You don't have to say, I am collecting it. It is already collected. That is also not yours. Then he said, then God said, the land of death, suppose the story is like that, he tells you, you can't carry anything. The man says, that's right, I cannot carry anything. Nothing belongs to me. Yes, sir, nothing belongs to you. But you belong to yourself. You do not have anything in this universe. But you are there in the universe as an inseparable part of the existence itself. Is it really true? Yes, sir, we shall see. Then look at the game now. I started with the children. They revel it. Please see that, friends. Okay? Now see. So that this whole creation is existing is not a problem. See how this body is used. The magnificent instrument. What a wonderful blessing. Only if the person knows how to use that instrument called the physical body, you shall not lack anything in this universe, friends. And as so many times I have told you, the physical body is the best thing you can get in this universe. Because what is the best thing you can get in the material world? The physical body. Because as long as the body is there, the whole universe is meaningful. When the body is going, everything is useless. And what is the worst loss, material loss you can suffer in life? What is the greatest loss, the biggest loss? The loss of the body. Because when the body is gone, universe means nothing to you. And the greatest gain is body. Because with the birth, with the existence of the body, everything is beautiful. Without it, everything is useless. So having gained the best by gaining the physical body, do not look at something outside again. Nothing will do that. How? And please see what happens to us. So, here we are. With my eyes, look at this. And the mouth, and the ear, and your head, just see that. Just see that point, please. Please see how it is. How it begins. How it begins. How what begins? Simple thing, your perception. Think, friends. How does your perception begin? A child comes with the physical body. When you are all born with the body. Memories are still not there. Please see. The moment you find yourself with the body, a child is born with the body, another thing inevitably comes with it. Consciousness. The child must be conscious. Are you getting that? It must be conscious. If it is not, you will bury it. Body comes, and you are also conscious and see the journey how it begins. This child, while is it growing up, here is the mountain. Please see that. Now, please look at it. These eyes see the mountain. Now change the whole language. The eyes see the mountain. Mountains do not desire to be seen. Sun doesn't desire to be seen. Nothing in this earth, birds, animals, they don't desire to be seen. Only human beings want to see and be seen. Are you getting that point? Only the human being wants to see as well wants to be seen, heard, touched, tasted, smelt. Nowhere the flower comes and says, take me home. Nowhere the tiger comes and cuddle me. No, only human beings. And don't think in terms of billions of human beings. Think of yourself. The eyes, as a child, your eyes have started seeing. When the eyes start seeing, what happens? Eyes see the mountain. Now please, continue. Eyes see the mountain. Ask yourself, the mountain is seen because you have eyes, or because there is a mountain, therefore you see? You see because you have eyes. Your seeing doesn't depend upon the mountain. Your hearing doesn't depend upon the sound. Sounds may go. Now the cuckoo is singing. Stop. I sang. Because in sound my hearing is not there. Because I can hear the sound is heard. So listen please. So the seeing is not the capacity of the things that are seen. Seeing is the capacity of the eyes. Now, when you see the mechanism. When you see this mountain, now this is your head. Now, let me make it a little bigger. Okay, that's nice. So this is a little bigger. So what happens is, when you see through the perception, the thoughts are taking place. Please, friends, look at it. Thoughts are taking place. This is child, for every child, one human being, you. Your eyes see the mountain, and through to the mountain, the thought is taking place. Here is something most beautiful. The mountain is not interested to see his photo in your head. The mountain doesn't say, Pagana, Pagana, let us see the photo. No. The eyes cannot see the thought of the mountain. Are you getting that point? The eyes can see the mountain. Eyes cannot see the thought of the mountain. Now, this thought cannot be seen by the eyes. But this thought can be known. Understand? The word between knowing and seeing. Eyes can see, eyes do not know. Ears can hear, ears cannot know. Tongue can taste, tongue cannot know. Nose can smell, the nose cannot know. The skin can touch, the skin cannot know. So sense perception, sensations, they have the capacity, the sensor organs have the capacity to see, to hear, to taste, to touch, to smell. But knowing does not belong to the sense organs. Are you getting that point? Just you can see that. So when you see something, the thought is there. Hear something, the thought is there. Touch something, the thought is there. But these thoughts, which are helped to be created by the eyes, eyes cannot see. By the ears, ears cannot hear. By the tongue cannot taste. By the nose cannot smell. By the skin cannot touch it. So these thoughts are subtle, sukshma, intangible. Sense organs can see the tangible universe. Understand? Eyes can see, but eyes cannot. Eyes can see the mountain, but eyes cannot see the thought of the mountain. And these thoughts are not seen or touched or tasted or smelt. The thoughts are known. If you want to know the thought, there must be a knowing capacity. Are you getting that point, please? There must be a knowing capacity. Like eyes see. Listen. Do you see this pen? Yes. The pen is gone. Do you see? Yes. You still continue to see because eyes have the capacity to see. Now, how do you see? Eyes see. Do you know that your eyes see? You knowing your eyes are seeing. You close your eyes. Do you see? No. Your seeing has stopped. Knowing has not stopped. You know eyes do not see. You know ears hear. You know ears cannot hear. Listen carefully. So the sense organs have the capacity to see, to hear, to taste, to touch, to smell. And true to the perception, thoughts will be taking place. But these thoughts are known. You are conscious of the object. Listen there. In our life, listen, that is what children they enjoyed. In our life, we have been introduced. How? When you want there is a 2-year-old baby in your house, baby, what is your eyes? Here. What is your tongue? Here. What is it? So many things he knows now. How do you see? I see with my eyes. How do you hear? I hear with my ears. With that we stop. Do you tell the child, when you see there is a thought, did anybody introduce to you? When you see something, there is a thought of the flower, thought of a person. Did anybody introduce? No. With introduction stops with the tangible, visible sense organs and the sense object. Thoughts nobody introduce us. Listen carefully. Please listen carefully. So these thoughts, how do you know your thoughts? The joke begins. How do you know your thoughts? There is one universally stupid language called mind. How do you know? Mind. Everything that is seen, heard, all the thoughts of mind. This is the stupidest. I'm not getting angry or frustrated. There is one word has completely destroyed because this is a word in English language. It is there like that. Everything. How do you say? Mind. How do you think? Mind. What is the emotions? Mind. Restlessness? Mind. No, it is like the word aunt and uncle. In English language, father, mother, okay? Brother, sister, that you can understand. The rest of the world, either uncle or auntie. Everybody is an uncle or everybody is an auntie. Uncle, Swamiji uncle also. Everything uncle or auntie. Vague. In this tradition, you can be amazed. It's not, auntie is not a generalized word. Uncle is not a generalized thing for everybody. No. Father, mother. Father's brother. What do you say? If you say that, Chitapa. You understand that word. English you can see that. In Sanskrit, in our language we have got there. In, father's sister, Mausi. Married to somebody, Mausa. Father's sister is Pusi. Forget in language, I am telling, in your language also it is there in Tamil. In every language it is there in Indian languages. Your mother's sister, Mausi. Then married, Mausa. Mother's brother, Mama. Sister, the wife, Mami or whatever. Then the child, Bhanja. Bhanja means like a, what shall you say? There is no translation in English. Then niece, nephew. Only with this type of thing, with the implicated. The father's father is JJ. Then JG, maybe grandmother, grandfather. But there is a grandmother, grandfather. Mother's mother is different. Aja, Ai. So for everybody there is a name, not a general uncle. What has happened for us? We are confused in life because everything here is known as the mind. How do you know your thought? Mind. There are various types of thoughts. This is mountain. This is a flower. Maybe there is a sound. Maybe there is a touch or a smell. All the different types of thoughts are there. And out of these thoughts, you can create, I want something, I do not want something. Please listen carefully. Emotions also you can create. Now, all these thoughts are seen. It cannot be seen by your eyes, heard by your ear, tasted by your tongue, touched by your skin. But they are all known. So here, the moment you close your eyes, intangible thoughts are there, intangible consciousness is there. Nobody puts it inside you. Are you getting that point? A child is born with being conscious. Child is not born with thoughts. You are born with Tamil language, Telugu language, Spanish language. No child is born with any language. No child is born with any type of, are you getting that? Informations and other stuff. By chance there is some freak, that's a different thing altogether. But you are not born with any type of thought, but you are born with consciousness. Are you born conscious or not? So this thought, nobody introduces us. How do you see? Eyes. How do you hear? Ears. How do you walk? Leg. With that it stops. When you see what happens, thoughts. Has anybody introduced us to thought? I was not introduced. Did anybody introduce us to our thoughts? Please ask that question. It doesn't matter. 8 billion people. Ask yourself. Forget 8 billion. Your own life, you look at it. Did anybody introduce us to our thought? That the thoughts are known and not seen. It's a huge step. The thoughts are not known. Thoughts are known. Thoughts are not heard. Thoughts are not seen. Thoughts are not touched. Thoughts are not tasted. Thoughts are not smelled. Intangible. But the thoughts are known. This knowing capacity does not belong to an organ. Immediately you shall say, oh, the brain, what is that? The brain knows it. Brain doesn't create the knowing capacity. Brain is a facilitator. This bulb is burning. That doesn't create electricity. Electricity expressing itself as light, expressing itself as a fan. Electricity is always there. So the brain is not of consciousness. Understand, please. Is always there. You are conscious. Conscious of every thought. And please see, the change takes place. There, when these thoughts are there, look, a child is growing up. One thought comes. This is mountain. Let us see. The child, please friend, child is conscious of this thought. And since he is conscious of this thought, he doesn't know what it is. It says, what is this? Listen, it says, what is this? I want to know. First you know, that is a thought. Then there is one thought comes, I. Ahankar, the I thought comes. I want to know, listen carefully. This ahankar, I will introduce that word to now you. This ahankar is a very peculiar word. Ahankar means, call it ego, whatever, but see the explanation. This is, ahankar is the most beautiful word. Aham karomi di buddhi. I do, aham karomi, I do, ahankar. What is this I do? This fellow is a real usurper. He is a real impostor. This thought is a real beautiful impostor. Please see how it is. Whom do you, in life, when you see people, suppose there is a feast arranged, somebody has done everything, but there will be one fellow comes and take the whole credit. I only, he doesn't do anything, only loudspeaker, talk, but takes all the credit. Who built this house? We. That in that we, he is very important. Okay? Who did this? We. That I is very, very strong. Very think of it. So one who doesn't do anything, but takes the credit for everything, what shall you call him? Listen. And anytime, the moment you take that credit, you cannot escape taking this credit. A doctor cures 5 people, kills 50 people. If you take the credit of curing 5, he has to take the discredit of killing 50. Are you getting that point? Now here, please see how it is. See from the beginning. The leg, so here is the body, your leg walking. What is walking? The leg is walking. The I shall say, I walk. Cannot walk? I cannot walk. See the mood changes. The mouth is speaking. Just think of it. You are speaking. Who is speaking? I am speaking. Listen carefully. We shall see. Eyes see. What the eye says? I see. The seeing capacity of the eyes, hearing capacity of the nose, what is that? The ear, smelling capacity of the nose, it drags. I see, I hear, I touch. As though you will not see, you will not hear, you will not touch if you don't say I see, I hear. Does it happen? Is it necessary to say I am living to be alive? Breathing, is it your function? Think. Do you need to say I am breathing to breathe? Do you need to say, I am listening to listen? The eye is not required. This eye is not needed at all. But this one, with the legs he says I am walking, with the hands he says I am lifting, with the eyes he says I am seeing, with the nose he says I am smelling, with the tongue, ears he says I am hearing. And not only I am hearing the sound, I am seeing the mountains and the world. By chance the world is not there. In a sense, you are only in your village. I have not seen London. I have not seen Taj Mahal. Misery. This fellow brings every type of confusion down to itself. Are you getting that point? Only one person. That brings every type of confusion into itself. You don't have to say, I see to see, I hear to hear. Nor you need to say, I think for the thoughts to come. The thoughts are coming, or you are thinking. Same way, the eyes, just like the eye says, I see with the eyes seeing, I hear with the ears hearing, the eye says, I know with the consciousness knowing. As a children, if you explain to them, when I was asking to the children, what is this mountain? How do you see? With the eyes. So who sees? Eyes see. Suppose you go away from the mountains, will you still see or not? Yes, I'll see. If you close your eyes, can you see? No, cannot see. Can you see the thought of the mountain? I can see. Do you see your thought? Or are you conscious of your thought? Do you see the memory of a sound? Or you know the memory of a sound? Oh, I know. If your eyes don't see, do you know it? Yes, I know that eyes don't see. I also know that eyes see it. I also know there is a thought of the mountain. I also know there is no thought of the mountain. So listen carefully. This I know, the consciousness, I know, it is continuous. I know eyes have the thought. I know the thought of the mountain. I know the eyes see the mountain, and I know the eyes see. I also know the eyes see the mountain. Are you getting that point, please? I know is a constant. I know. Thought, see, mountain. Understand this point, please. I know I see the thought. I know the thought. I know I see with the eyes. I know the mountains are seen by the eyes. Listen carefully. Suppose the mountains disappear. You are still seeing. Suppose you don't, eyes are closed. You know the mountains have gone. You know the eyes have gone. Now you know the memories are left out. Now suppose the thoughts are gone. Can you take away I know? Are you getting that simple thing? Can you take away I know? Unfortunately, in childhood, in the simple state, 5th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 12th standard, if you teach this theory of perception, understanding the mechanism of perception, seeing the object means, please listen friends. So where it begins? It begins with the knowing. You know there is no thought. Understand? Even though it looks like life begins with seeing and hearing and touching and tasting and smelling. That is why we are so frightened. I'm losing my eyesight. I'm losing my hearing capacity. I'm losing my walking. I'm losing my breathing. I'm losing my heart. Because you are all the time stuck with this body and the bodily activity. Are you getting that point, please? You are completely stuck on the body and the bodily activity. Why? 8 billion people are doing it. Nobody has cared to introduce us just to the next level, intangible thoughts. Are you getting that point, please? Are you getting that point, please? Nobody has cared to introduce us to the thoughts. And this thought, the memory world, the sense organs have helped to produce. The picture of the universe has gone into that. But this thought universe cannot be seen, heard, tasted, touched by the sense organs. You have to be conscious. And that consciousness, nobody can take away. You can take away somebody away from the mountain. Nature can take away your eyesight. You will be blind. In time, your thoughts can be forgotten. Be unconscious. Come on. That capacity has not grown or changed from the childhood until now. Are you taking that statement? The capacity to know. Janamyaham iti bhati. Anubhati etas tatma samastam jagat. Jana. I know. Then anubhati, everything is shining. I shine and everything is shining after me. You cannot remove the consciousness. Please try to be unconscious. Unconscious does not mean somebody hit his head and unconscious. I am not talking about that. Sit down and be unconscious. This is the tradition, human tradition, knowledge tradition. What you pick up, what you see or do not see, what you hear or do not hear, what language you know or do not know, what experiences you have or do not have will vary from person to person. In your own life also it will vary. But what is invariable is you are conscious, you are the consciousness. Are you getting that point, please? What is invariable? Always it is there. In every perception. If somebody only helps us to teach how we perceive ultimate knowledge, you know about yourself, please see. So here, there are so many different types of thoughts are there. Here there are so many thoughts are there. Don't tell everything to mind. So in mind, in our, you have seen the self-knowledge, 4 types of thoughts. Mano, buddhi, chittam, ahankar. All thoughts. A thought which is indecisive, father coming, father-in-law coming. Is it a dog barking or the jackal barking? This is indecision. That time we shall call that as the manaha. Father is coming. Shall I marry or shall I not marry? I shall marry or I shall not marry. Decision, buddhi. If you are intelligent, deliberate, you will not have any problem. Indecision leads to depression. If you know for sure, no problem. That is ultimately, am I mortal or immortal? Am I happy or unhappy? Am I rich or poor? Am I loved or hated? I am cared for or uncared for? That is the type of thing your mind. Are you getting that point? And it completely destroys you. And that I, who is owning up all these conditions, is an imposter. Imposter means what? Is not needed. The eyes don't feel, oh, I am going blind. The eyes don't feel that. Deho no janati. Body doesn't know anything. Creation doesn't know anything. Only one thought. In everyone. You are a man, woman, rich, poor, educated, uneducated, it doesn't matter. It's one thought. Drags everything onto itself. All the thoughts put together, chittam, memory. And there is one thought, mind indecision, buddhi decision, memory, all the chittam, all the memories, ahankar, I thought. That one I thought, so when there are 4 types of thought, it's not uncle and auntie, it's all not mind. It's all definite names are there. Various conditions. How beautiful this understanding is. So, there is indecision, okay? Let me tell you. So, indecision, decision, memory, and there is an I thought. This I, when indecision, I don't know what to do. This is I know, pride. I remember so many things. Memory is forgotten, I don't know anything these days. Why do old people suffer? Listen carefully. Why old people suffer? Because from childhood onwards they have been misled. I am remembering, I can't remember. I am walking, I cannot walk. I was seeing, I cannot see. What? You are so sense organ oriented, sensation oriented, perception oriented. Nobody gave you to this. Kahte kanta kaste putra sansar hoyam adiva vichitra. Batula kimtava nate niyanta. Shankara says, no. Are you Batula? Are you a mad fellow? That there is nobody to guide you? You are holding on to everything that is not yours. You cannot take anything because you did not bring anything. Nobody told you that the thoughts are not yours. Nobody told you that the capacities are not yours. It is not yours. Listen carefully. The capacity is not yours. Why? Because eyes have the capacity, eyes lose the capacity. Listen carefully. Ears have the capacity and ears lose the capacity. Only one thing is you. Janamiti. Tameva bhantam anubhati etas samastam jagat. Janami. Conscious. I am conscious, I am conscious, I am conscious. There when you say, I conscious, that is one thing, you. Rest, consciousness is your nature. Listening is not your nature. Are you getting that point? See that point. That is why Bhagavan said, Aham Atma. Sarva Bhuta Swasthita. I am the self in all the beings. You can say the same thing. I am the self in consciousness in all the beings. You can't say, my thoughts are in everybody's thought. No, it doesn't work. Your leg can work, leg can be weakened. But what has happened, friends? Please, I am going at a top speed, I am finishing it because time. But you sit down and watch for yourself. Think for yourself. Breathing. Does your body breathe because you say, I am breathing? Just take a break. Living means what? Breathing. Pran chala gaya. Right? Heart ooh. So living means heart pumping, right? Oh, my heart is going on. What is this? Breathing means living, huh? Why is it difficult? Are you conscious you are breathing? Yes. Are you conscious that your breathing is becoming difficult? Yes. Are you conscious that your breathing stopped? Immortality cannot be compromised. Don't compromise with mortality. Nobody can keep you. Understand? Consciousness is self. Nobody introduced us to that. Every stopped with the body. Physical activity, sensation activity, some thought activity, and people who are related to their thought, educated people, they are much more troubled. Please see how it is. I'll tell you how it is. Please see that. See, now I'm taking it away. See, there are two people are here. See, here is one guy, here is another person. Just think. Here is one person with one head, and here is another person with another head. Okay? Two children. And this boy, two children. Boy, girl, boy. Don't worry about it. Just see the principle. And here is the mountain. Listen, mountain. Both are looking at the mountain. Here also, mountain. Both are looking at the flower. So here is a flower. Here is a flower. Listen carefully. You are conscious of the mountain, you are conscious of the flower. Now you decide, I want the flower. He decides, I want to go to mountain. Any problem? He wants the flower, take the flower. He wants to take the mountain, go to mountain, let him go to mountain. But suppose this child says, I want the flower, and this fellow says also, I want the flower. What will happen? Are you getting that point? Are you getting that point, please? Two children. I want this flower. He says, I want this flower. What will happen? Flower is one. Demanding are two. Fighting begins. Where does it begin? Are you getting that point? Where does this fight begin? I want. Imagine what type of differences we have made? Male, female. So male as a category, female as a category, male, female fight. You are yellow, you are green, you are red, you are this type of color, racially we shall fight. Think, friends. Custom-wise, Your customs are different, my customs are different. So, humanity, there are 8 billion people, listen carefully, 8 billion different people. But what we have made? Only 200 countries, 200 people. From the individual fight between you and me, it has gone between fight between India and Pakistan. The fight has gone between Chinese and Taiwan. The fight has gone between Russia and the Ukraine. It has gone between Nazi Germany and other countries. Those days, Second World War, First World War, World War. What were happening? In all these, individual people are fighting or the whole humanity is fighting. Each one is fighting and all of us love to on one side. You understand, friends? The world war begins in your head. Father, mother, 2 children. Father wants to go to movie, mother wants to go to national park, the daughter wants to go to some fashion parade, the son wants to go to football game. Fantastic life. Where does it happen? With each person thinks, by going to movie I'll be happy, going to fashion parade I'll be happy, going to football I'll be happy, going to park I'll be happy. They do not understand your happiness is here. When you are conscious, listen carefully, Aham Asmi, I am always there. There is no question of my dying. Aham Asmi, I, consciousness, the knowing principle, Sada Bhami, always shining. Aham Asmi, always existing. Tasmat, immortal. Shining. Tasmat, Jnana Swarupa, Chit. And when the thoughts that are disturbing you, as though when you get the object and the thoughts disappear, you go into yourself. Even the I who was thinking also disappears. Always you are in love with yourself. So Sat, Chit, Anand. Everybody is that. Understand? Long before, what is our education? Education means how much you know about the world. Sir, know about the world. Why this one? Go to another universe. Doesn't matter. Know about this world. But do not neglect yourself. We are introduced to 100 different types of music, different types of touches, different types of taste, different types of smells, different types of sights, different types of customs, traditions, beliefs. But you are not giving the introduction to yourself. You are knowing yourself, being yourself is not a belief. God is a belief. Different types of beliefs are there. God meaning a personal God sitting down somewhere. If the same consciousness with one body is an individual, the same consciousness with the whole universe, name it Ishvara. Inseparable part. Your physical body, listen carefully, your physical body comes out of this universe, goes back to this universe. Isha Avasyamidam Sarvam. All the forms are belongs to him. All the names belong to him. Is the inseparable part of it. There are billion different forms. In consciousness, how many you are writing? One formless absolute. Be the formless, enjoy the forms. So in every perception, you remember yourself. Are you getting that? In every perception, I am breathing. I know I am breathing. But if you are alive because if you think you are alive because I am breathing, when a breathing goes away, what will happen? Are you knowing never goes? Are you getting that point? Your knowing doesn't go. I know I am breathing. I know I am healthy. I know I am getting diseased. I know I am young. I know I am getting old. The knower is not getting old. The knower doesn't breathe or doesn't breathe. Are you getting that point, please? The knower doesn't demand or has no demand. There is no such stuff. Consciousness is always the same. Like a multi-millionaire actor acting. You are a millionaire, but you are playing the role of a beggar. All the time you remember you are a millionaire, but you are playing the role of a beggar. All the time you know that you are a wonderful person, but you are playing the role of a rascal, Hitler or Mussolini. You are playing the role of a, some highway bandit, but you know you are a wonderful person. So millions of roles you can play. How many thoughts? Millions. How many consciousnesses? One. How many perceptions? How many sensations? Are you getting that point? So when as children, nobody has cared. That is why this tradition, Aho Guru, Aho Guru, Aho Shastra, Aho Shastra. The teacher who points it out, the scripture that points out to about ourselves. Yesterday one of our students very nicely wrote, Aho Guru is beautiful, Aho Shastra beautiful, but nobody says Aho consciousness. Why? Well, I am the consciousness, not Aho. Are you getting that point, please? It's absolutely fantastic. Always there. You can never, just like an actor, millionaire actor, never forgets itself through whatever role he plays. When you are aware of yourself being Ahamasmi Sadabhami, I am always there, always shining, the knowing capacity is ever there. In every activity of yours, you are thinking, you are conscious. There is no thought, you are conscious. There are perception, eyes see, you are conscious. Eyes do not see, you are conscious. The ears hear, you are conscious. Ears do not hear, you are conscious. Your body is breathing, you are conscious. Your body is finding difficult to breathe, you are conscious. Body finished, conscious. Can you be afraid of death? Death cannot end me. Why people are frightened? My leg on, I cannot walk. Are you conscious? Yes. No, but we have been made to be happy with the legs walking and working. If it is a little dysfunctional way, oh my life is stupid. Close your eyes, you are the bliss absolute. Open your eyes, you are the bliss absolute. Eyes may or may not be there. Are you getting that point? Why the whole world is frightened? Why everybody is conflict-ridden? As I told you, two children, one wants red balloon, other wants black balloon. What do? It's a fight in the house. Country becomes big country. India, China, Pakistan. Line of control, line of control. The entire 1 billion people in India, 1 billion people in Pakistan, China, 1 billion people wherever, Europe, America, anywhere. What is happening to the world? Line of control. What way is different between my pillow, your pillow? If you can understand, are you getting that point? Two children fighting, my pillow, your pillow. My mommy, your mommy. My land, your land. My line of control, your line of control. Are you getting that, friends? How people can be destroyed. And such people become the leaders of the mankind. What do you do? One who is aware of himself alone can lead himself as well as lead the whole universe. Or else, you shall be caring for your body and not other people's bodies. You shall care for your family, not other people's families. You shall care for your country, not other people's country. Even to be a patriot also being selfish. It is not for mankind, it is for the country. You say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, but kill and other people, right? Eppadi? How? Every person, each person must sit down. Close your eyes. Or open your eyes, but see yourself. And once you see that, who is the best thing? What is the best thing in this universe? The sun, moon, star, planet, everything, galaxies, universes, nothing is great because they don't have a sense of greatness. A living human being is there. Living tigers cannot see the glory of the universe. A living human being. Why? Because human being alone can be conscious and self-conscious. Other animals can be conscious, but they cannot be self-conscious. Limitation. Human being can be self-conscious, conscious, self-conscious, and ultimately consciousness. Chetana. It is here. You don't lose yourself. Understand, friends, that remember it. Be yourself. Don't lose yourself in your thought. Don't lose yourself in your sense organs or sensation. Don't lose yourself in the sense object. These will continuously change. The world is continuously changing. Sun is setting, rising, earth is spinning, sun, moon, stars, seasons are continuously changing. So also your body. Asti jayate vardhate viparinamate apakshate vinashyati iti shadvikara sthula sariram. It is there in the father and mother like a sperm. Now it is born, growing, changing. You are enjoying your growth, but you are frightened of your death. Why? With the body I am growing, with the body I am breathing, and now you are going to die. No! Body shall change, age. So also sense organs will change and age. So also thoughts will continuously change. Memories will be forgotten. I thought, a functional thought. Use it. And you don't have to use it. Because when you don't say I see, seeing still taking place. When you don't say I am living, living still is happening. So you are with yourself, which is asmi, sada asmi, always there. Sada bhami, always consciousness. Kadachit nahama priya. I am always happy with myself, blissful with myself. Everything you want is with yourself. What people want? Everything except themselves. I get that point. What should have it? You should have it yourself. Nothing is needed. The pain comes from your body, pain resolves in your body. Emotions, love, affection, hatred, jealousy come from your body. You create. He loved me, she loved me. It's nonsensical, romantic rubbish. If you hate yourself, nobody can ever love you. And if you are in love with yourself, even the fellow who hates you also, you wow, so sweet. Because you are absolutely independent, happy with yourself. And that is how the other person is. If you really love somebody, help them to love themselves. But some people refuse to love themselves because they want to be loved. Other than what a great thing. It's like being driven is so nice, driving is a responsibility, you know. My mommy is an ATM card, my papa is an ATM card, I love my papa, mommy. But on your money, ayoyo, adavanda. Same nonsense. Love is another coin, hatred is another coin, jealousy is another coin. No, friends. Nothing can give you company in this universe because they are so unstable, continuously changing. Your body is continuously aging. Your sense organs are continuously aging. So also your thoughts, dissipating, fading up. Good. Suppose your memory never passes, what will happen to you? You will be drowning under the heavy load of your sad, bad memories. Lucky that memories also fade. Lucky the body goes away. Imagine, friends, when you are growing up, now first year, now 80th year, as you are growing up, you don't have a place in the younger people's world. Your friends have gone, your father has gone, your mother has gone, your lover has gone, your husband has gone, your wife has gone, your friends have gone. What type of world you want to live in? In other people's world, you have no place. In the grandfather's, grandchildren's world, you don't have place. Great-grandchildren, you are not there to see. But you want to be part of that? You cannot. Why? Time takes you away. But if you be the consciousness yourself, you shall be inescapable part of every life, unmissable part of every experience. You can't miss yourself, nothing can miss you. That is why Marta Guru, Rota Chela, Dono Bhola. The Guru who dies, the disciples who cry, both are fools. The lover who breaks down, the beloved who breaks down, the father who dies, the son who dies. Understand? Jnana sambandha, nobody dies, nothing dies. Everything is invincible, indestructible. And that is yourself. So when should you teach this? When you are teaching children, Papa, how do you see? Eye. What is your kannu? The kannu. Your eye. What is your leg? Leg. Your stomach? Stomach. You have introduced to every part of your body. Have you introduced them to inside the body? You have not yet. That is why the people go on eat. You have introduced them to ice cream and chocolate. So each goes on ice cream, chocolate, inside eat, the whole thing is gone finished. Because inside nothing, nobody knows. We see the world, everybody has introduced us. But taking this world into ourselves, what all types of complication, hatred, jealousy, fear, anxiety, nobody has introduced us to that. There can be devastation in earthquake. Everything can fall apart. Space will not fall apart. There can be devastation in your head. There shall be complete convulsions in your head. Thinking can go destroy itself. You can tremendous conflict. Inside you, outside you, world war, inside you, world war. But space of consciousness shall shine and shine forever. And you are born with it. Other things are not there. Yatha agata, as you came, tatha agata. Go back like that. Consciousness is the absolute. Who should know that, friends? Every human being, every child. Do not make them prisoners of thoughts, prisoners of traditions, prisoners of conditions, prisoners of limited informations, prisoners of limited belief systems, because they are absolute. Okay? Thank you. Please look at it for yourself, friends. This is something, why am I doing time? What to do? Because suppose people sit down here month after month, 1 year after, days after days, classes will be different. People have no time. You know why? Cell phone. Some people lost themselves in different things, now it is all cell phone. Your head is everything. Do it. You don't blame cell phone. Don't blame any instrument. Don't blame your body. Don't blame your mind. Know how to use it. First be yourself. Nothing is a curse. Everything is a blessing. Living is a blessing. Dying is a blessing. Being a child is a blessing. Being old also is a blessing. Every condition is a blessing because you are a blessed being. Consciousness all over. Thank you. Just close your eyes for a minute. My phone. Okay, just close your eyes. In all these sounds and logic and arguments and discussions, the ultimate purpose is, friends, to be with ourselves. No sound, no logic, no perception, no sensation. You close your eyes, you are with yourself. You open your eyes, you are with yourself. To see, you need to be conscious. But to be conscious, you don't need to see. To hear, you need to be conscious. But to be conscious, you don't need to hear. But whenever you are hearing, seeing, consciousness is an inevitable part of it. You can be conscious to have a thought, but you don't need to have a thought to be conscious. How beautiful! In your own life, when you resolve everything in yourself, being the light of lights, Chetana, Jyotisham apita Jyoti, light of all lights. always in meditation. Dhyana dhyatru dheya rupa dharma dharma vivarjita. Always in meditation. No pairs of opposites to bring you down. The I thought jumps into conditions of I'm alive, I'm dying, I'm healthy, I'm sick, I'm young, I'm old. These relative conditions by themselves do not persecute you until you drag them to yourself. You drag the relative considerations to your conditions to yourself, but you are not being aware of the absolute that you are. That is where it is not a mistake of the child, it is a mistake of generations that have never understood themselves. And therefore, in the name of information, there shall be information war, line of control war, rich and poor war, wrong and right ideologies war. But if you know about yourself, you cannot have a fight in any name, because you are the content of everything. Just see that, friends. Make your living an absolute blessing. Be blessed and be a blessing to everybody.